other side. Pretty decent flashbang, but the first headshot goes to Config. Mopaz trying to follow it up. He's going to get mowed down. It's a dually to blame it. Oh, and with style.
Didn't really mention is the power of Sunpius for this MOVISTAR team. Obviously a guy that a lot of people are looking at to be, you know, really kind of the focal point, the player who's going to get a lot of the attention, who's going to get a lot of the top roles, that's going to put the bigger numbers on the board. So that's someone, certainly, if you haven't watched a lot of MOVISTAR Riders, keep your eyes on him and what he's able to do inside the server.
Yeah, and actually, and then this might be one of the opening map here on Inferno might be one of the maps where he might have more of an issue with that AWP. Are going to be potentially tricky to find some. But at the moment, Mopaz has been the main talking point. At the moment, we've definitely had games where Alex has been, you know, really dropping a lot of kills. So it does seem like sometimes it can be hard to pin down, but I think Sunpius with the AWP, and he plays such an interesting kind of AWP because it's not that super flick style either. It is like he just has a lot of impact in the rounds that that he can pick it up in. So hopefully we could see a little bit of that. blamef up on the half wall here should be an easy cleanup, and indeed gonna make quick
in that smoke, but they're not punished.
Oh, but they are thinking about it. They could catch Config in his corner. Alex has been waiting here for a long time. Gonna be one and a follow-up flashbang, and the second one absolutely catches him. It's a real nice return from Des, though. They needed that because otherwise Config would have just made his escape, and it would have been a little bit too much of a loss. 35 seconds. Mopaz going to be taking down Farligan. It's a good start. Glaive alone in the pit. He's going to have to try and defend this bomb site. Basically 1 versus 4. His teammates are a little bit too far away. Sip smoked off over at Archway. Glaive, he still has to stand tall, but on the other hand, there's only 20 seconds left, and they're being slowed down. That smoke and flash combo actually works to really stop them. Davigi goes down, and now Sip has shown up with the MP9. He's going to drop one more player, and they're so low on health. With only 10 seconds, they got the bomb inside. They can get the bomb plant, but blamef, he has a good shot at doing it. And now the question is, Mopaz, he's got one shot. Basically needs to land a really quick headshot to make this one work. All the way in the corner. It's a really awkward plant. That's right. That's a big difference. Mopaz has time to walk out, and now he's out in the open, though. blamef wants to hunt him down. He's got to be careful about the time. Oh, he doesn't have it. No kit on the ground either. He's going to have to make a run for it. That's a really, really close round. It doesn't really get closer than that.
No, it doesn't, but he's got cash money for that early swing round in this half. Let's see who's going to take control of the money moving into the later stages. Oh, flashbang is pretty decent, but blamef recovers. Just barely goes 1 for 1.
Last couple of bullets, I think, to get that headshot. They got too close. Config and Sip are still over here, so they could set up an interesting defense. They could flash their way out if they wanted. Config setting that up right now. There comes the flash and the peek. And there's so much happening around that, because when you do what they just did, instead it just kind of becomes a signal to the T side, right? They're just listening for that same flashbang. They know what it was, and they feel like, all right, we can try and take a little bit of control on this part of the map here. Sip doesn't even realize, I think, that Alex has already moved past. This is so dangerous. He's got to be real careful here. And Alex just keeps walking, swings right in, and Sip goes down, and that's probably might be the end of the round. I don't know if they can go for this.
No, they have to save. Everyone has to back out. Nobody can even come close. The bomb site's taken too easily and too quickly. And during the shuffle of grenades and figuring out Config and Xyp9x what kind of defense they wanted to be running there, Xyp9x just missed the information that Alex was kind of creeping up along that close wall. He could have gone down a number of different ways there, Xyp9x.
Yeah, Config is outside, but just to look for some more damage, not to win the round. He does have a kit, though, so if things got real out of control, it could work. He's giving back an AK, though. Seems like a big giveaway.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the logic of that one at the very least. Good trade from Sunpius through the smoke right around the edge, and Zip had just put down a smoke. He thought he would swing through the T-smoke and have some safety with his own. Yeah, and you could see just confusion. Didn't realize he was so close. Yeah, I don't know the logic of that.
He out of the picture.
Yeah, he's well-versed in the little gap in that smoke. Farlig gonna get 1 kill. Boosted way up on the balconies and drops back into the bomb site, so they know the position of the other FAMAS as well. Still looks like they want to creep and investigate up mid at the moment, towards Rap side. Bit of a battle here. There's the USP. There's the FAMAS coming in. It's only good for 1. 2 players still remaining, though, here at the A bomb site. MOVISTAR got to be careful.
Yeah, they could change their minds, but it feels like they want to go for it. This would be such a gift for Astralis. If they can land 1 good, strong deagle headshot to begin with, maybe just a P250, blamef still inside. 25 seconds. He'll find one of them. Not sure where mouz is coming from. He had to guess. It was a 50-50, but is that really going to slow them down quite a bit? Not that many nades either on the Movistar side, so they're going to be a bit careful with that. There's another smoke down. Oh, that is devastating. They're actually in a lot of trouble. The Molotov comes out on the other side too, I think. Yeah, they're running right through it and getting slaughtered. 25 seconds. They might almost just have to save this one. I don't think there's much they could do.
No, they're going to back out. All 3 players are going to survive. Astralis not going to go for a hunt with funds as low as they are, but they're going to be happy to keep all 5 of their players alive. Yeah, great utility. You could see zywoo as well. He's not going to get caught by some mistiming with some funky smoke that he doesn't want to deal with. Peeks out of coffins, sees mouz trying to creep through around the edge, finds that kill. Molotov splits the attack, prevents 3 players.
Ooh, okay. There we go, right through the smoke. Glaive is down. The fact that it's Glaive that they get the kill on, surely it's an into pit.
Counter Molotov. Astralis knows what's coming. Alex gets a chance at Farlig peeking at the corner. There is one in cubby. blamef has rotated over too. He smoked the B bomb site and completely evacuated. Here we go. Here's the hit.
It's working real well, this defense. They've read it so nicely. Finally, they're down in the pit, but everyone from Astralis is here. That's will get... Oh, what a headshot to follow it up. He just got a triple back-to-back. It's absolutely amazing. xantares, though, gets blown off before he get the bomb planted. And in the last 4 seconds, it's just barely going to be a bomb plant here. blamef, the kill quite. It's going to be a little bit of damage, but not quite enough. And he's not getting a peek either. This is really tough. He's certainly looking for it, but in the end, it's death.
Glaive baiting at car.
Okay. Narrow shot from up on the half wall there. And now it's all on deaths. Some more damage would be incredible. He's actually hitting some incredible shots right now. That triple in the last one's really good. Did get a cop. Hit that. Just that way. Even on the T side, why not? You can get lucky. 5 blocks on the other side. Blocks?
Well, there's the one.
It worked.
There's the one.
I'm calling it already. It's the flashbang that did it.
Yeah, sure. We'll give it to him. $200 investment again. They don't want to mess with anything further at the B bomb site. Going to back away. Still, I mean, look, there's still some damage to be done. There's still some victory to be found in this round for Movistar. Now that they have an AK-47, bait the hell out of these Glocks. Bait them so hard. The hardest baiting you've ever done in your... Oh, don't shoot him, though. One more kill on an Astralis player would be great. Get 3. Prevent the economy from growing.
Yeah, absolutely. That's just... He's just killing anyone that steps in front of him at this point. Teammate or not. Doesn't even matter to him.
Covering Glaive's flank.
It's actually kind of a cool position.
Yeah, but now that the mid take is coming on, Farlig's going to be in a tough spot. That's a huge win for Glaive. Farlig can feel comfortable turning around, especially now that his teammate, but ooh, he didn't spot the players in mid. He was looking for players turning the corner on Rap side a little bit early. Flashbang for Config. He's going to peek with it. mouz is oh so blind. Down into a 4-on-2.
That flashbang from pit towards that library corner is so good, isn't it? It's such a long way away. You could throw it pretty much perfectly every time. Alex on his own, and this time they've only killed Farlig so far. So, again, be real important to get another couple of kills in here. Winning the round is probably never going to be an option, but you do just a bit more damage, and you could keep up the pressure on the Astralis side. You look at their economy; they don't have that much money, so a little bit more will go a long way. Alex, paranoid.
Yeah, he was hearing voices, hearing footsteps. More to help out with less and less save rounds. Utility damage starting to rain in. Kills through smoke starting to rain in. Nicely done from blamef and zywoo. Deep smoke again as the retreat comes in, and Deaths and Alex are the only 2 remaining.
Really much they can do. Bombers on the other side and everything, so try and look for some incredible deagle kills.
Yeah, and you gotta wait for the smokes to clear as well. So I mean, it's even more just kind of awkward and uncomfortable because you know the chances once it clears that you're just gonna get
40 seconds now, and they have actually this is what they wanted to do earlier, where they kind of didn't make it work. They ran into a smoke and a Molotov, and it kind of shut the whole thing down. It feels like that's what they're going back to, and they're gonna do it again. Smoke and Molotov down from the Astralis side. Great utility use, but at least they get a bit of an opening here. Alex to take down Sip, still inside of the bomb site, and they know that blamef is in there somewhere, so they're gonna have to try and and isolate him, swinging around, but that smoke is now blocking them, and bymas is doing great work. They really have a hard time finding him at the moment. He's bought so much time already, and finally, Dance shows up to take him down. It's 2 versus 3, 10 seconds, and the bomb is finally planted. They're low on health, but they could win the round.
There's a nade and a Molotov on gaules. Now his concern is turning this corner with an open line of sight. He knows the smoke's not going to be there. Quick jiggle. That nade can do so much work. If he tosses it towards the plant spot, tosses it in towards water as well. This could be massive. It's on the ground. Oh, it just clips it. It just clips the corner of the wall. He's going to be so sad about that.
Oh, but there's the follow-up Molotov, and Des has to move out. It did the work. 2 nades. It was the rifle that did it ultimately, but still. And now the defuse on the other side, and it's with a kit this time at the very least. He just taps it the one time
to defend against the entire team of MOVISTAR riders.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're so sure Astralis it's going to be another B hit late in the round, but it's not. fnatic completely isolated. Config wants to come in and help out. He's going to take down one. He doesn't have to do a lot more. There's only 10 seconds on the clock, but Death will find him. Alex to spin around and take down gaules, and that should be enough here for them to get that 6th round on the board. They were on all the way.
Remember, they were MOVISTAR right before that hit was split. They sent 2
smoke. All right, there's the late, or rather probably mid-round flash to get out there and take a look. bymas going to be sticking around at the edge of the smoke, and it gives him a kill. Real good work here. Didn't even need the support and follow-up flashbang, so double kill for him. And with only 40 seconds left, they're in a lot of trouble here.
Well, they've at least going at the only 2 defenders, and it's a 5-7 on config close up. You've got fnatic in the pit with an SMG. Actually, MOVISTAR has slowed things down. That's buying time for gaules to rotate over slowly through CT spawns, and Pius with the off. There's going to be one close. There's the swing. He can't land it. That's the bomb hitting the deck as well. 1 player in halls. fnatic will have that. He spots Davy G. Another great kill from the 5-7.
I need that these days, I feel like.
Everybody needs a little bit more laughter in their life.
Spice it up. Oh, the timing is brutal on that one. Sip wanted to help out. They almost still get bymas. He is on 1 health, and they don't need to commit to this really, MOVISTAR. They have a lot of time, and they're going to be careful. Config's shown up, even if it's just with a FAMAS here. They visit away. I don't think gaules can know that someone's right there. What a surprise. There's almost nothing they could do at this point. Finally going to show up and try anyway. And they might as well. It's the 15th round. Swap that out for an AK-47. Why don't you? 3 versus 4 at this point. Bomb is planted, and bymas has only now started to rotate out of that B bomb site. So I have no idea how you would try to do this retake. We've seen something out of config, but we'll have to see a lot more in this round for this to even be close to possible.
I want to say there's no way. That Molotov kind of seals it.
Yeah.
Not fully, but it's going to bring you down very low. There are kits, but just such low HP. Config's down now, and yeah, it just slips away. 23 combined HP on the 2 is strong.
He's just not going to be that useful for very long.
Pit player. Davy G's going to have to do something impactful. They're going to come through their own smoke, going and attacking Rap side. They actually might encounter something in CT spawn. It's Deaths. He's not getting away. Split into the B-bomb site we go. And Alex is caught out in the open as well. 2 kills for gaules to kick things off. And unless Mopaz does something insane, this round is done and dusted.
Oh, nice headshot, but again, there's so many people there. Good double kill. Kind of maybe sort of a chance here that they could do something. You have a kid on Davy G. It's not completely impossible, but it's going to be a while before they even get there. Both of them coming in from Banana right now. I really like that from Astralis. You could see how they actually caught 2 players in CT spawn who just were not ready for that rotation through the archway. And they're not finding any easy openings. They'd love a chance to make this a 2-on-2 before they really get into it. And Astralis are not giving them any such chances right now. fnatic opens it up, strong headshot, and he closes it.
They're going to be just fine here. A couple of kills they've been able to pick off over towards A. 3-player stack for MOVISTAR with the remaining players. There's that horse you hate. And they're into the bomb site.
I don't just hate that specific horse. It's
all horses?
All of them.
How do you feel about unicorns? That's a horse with a...
Yeah, as long as they can be reasoned with, then I'm all right with it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Double digits for... I mean, you never know. If he just gets a quick headshot on that first player turning the corner, the rest of those pistols can get activated. bymas gonna... Oh, he's flirting with it. He's flirting with it. Here we go. They're gonna run right into the stack.
Yeah. If they jump especially, it could work out. Oh, no! They pull the trigger! It still might actually work out. They do some good damage. Who could have known that there were going to be 3 people there, but they almost still killed fnatic. This actually was very effective. And it even looked for a minute like Movistar kind of jumped the gun a bit. Mopaz, they're gonna get caught on
early. I think almost unintentionally, Astralis is baiting that out. Alex is gonna find a MAC-10. He's got armor. I imagine you just save the $1,000 worth of armor and the CZ and the flashbang you've got. I don't think we'll see him using the MAC-10 in the next round.
I wanted at some point to make like a body pillow with me on it for fans to actually do that. 30 seconds and a straight headshot to open it. Surely that'll win them the round. 25 seconds here. Desto, he's trying to end it. Oh, he almost takes down Config as well. That Molotov, though, it fails, and he needed that. He needed to create a bit more space. They can still win the round, but Desto almost just won it on his own. He really has been a superstar so far. xantares is going to get caught on the flank, and now the question is, could Desto do it all on his own? He's already got Config very low, but the problem is now that the bomb is planted, can't really easily isolate any one of these fights. He's going to swing for it, taking down Farligan. Config's out in the...
Towards mid with that op. There's already one player up mid. He's not going to be able to find it. Immediate headshot. Config's quick. 17 kills for Config in this game so far. Second only to BlameF. Up at 22, 23, and 8 for him so far in this map.
BlameF staying real persistent here. Pretty much winning the round for himself. It's nice to see. Config going to make sure that they don't recover anything else.
Yet to win a round on their CT side. Up, back in the hands of Sunpius, but he's got no utility. Mopaz spamming through is going to find a gift as BlameF tried to sneak back towards team.
He's like, I won't. And then he's like, but I will.
They just inceptioned the thought into his brain and he couldn't hold back.
He's got those little, like a devil on one shoulder and an angel on the other, and the angel always loses that conversation.
The angel's glaive and the devil is art.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, go through it. You know you want to.
This is almost 100% Movistar round already. Glaive would have been nice to do so.
Hard to like find yourself going on a tear towards the end. For him, his thought process has got to be just do my job. You're probably going to have a chance. Like just find a way to have an impact in one round. Win one round for your team down the stretch. That's all you need at this stage of the game. Farlig creeping up behind the smoke. It's a 4 versus 5 around the edge of it. Tough fight. Really tough fight. Even tougher with the spray, and he can't control it well enough. BlameF goes down in banana. And all of Astralis just slowly trying to creep into some fights, into some duels. Movistar Riders shuts them down in sequence. All 5 players alive for the defensive side.
When Sip might get timed here as well. Spots the jump out. That's pretty good, but xantares will... but I can't control it, so just have to live with it. And so do you. Oh, that's a real out that there's not much presence here. Setting up the smokes now towards, I'm assuming, Library and Archway to see if they get the wraparound. Yep, there they land, but a counter smoke from Mopaz to try and slow them down. Oh, they're really hesitant, Astralis, right now. This could backfire in a massive way. 25 seconds. Mopaz ready and waiting when they come through, and Glaive, he's gone. And now the rest of the push, they have to make it around quad, and it's just getting funneled in right here. There is no way to get into this bomb.
Obviously, when that smoke is down, he's forced to commit a little bit more. But if you have that wrap side player, I think likely he probably just wanted to take a duel towards Pit, keep attention on him, while the rest of his teammates came up lane. Reveal some positions, but forced into a commitment, I think, because of the smoke. Config gonna try and wrap around. They can actually slow this down if they want, but they know Config made it through. Good recovery. Oh. Good shot from Alex through the smoke. Yeah,
especially that one. That could have really been otherwise huge. I think they maybe could have at least found something there. Blind shot for the smoke. Doesn't really do much of anything.
Still 2 AKs in play, though.
Yeah, you gotta be careful right here. Flashbang on BlameF just put out now, but just to try and slow them down more than anything else. And still a Molotov on Damage G, so if they can get the opening here, and they're gonna get the headshot, in fact, on BlameF. They know that there's a second player back there. The spray is not quite good enough. And now the question is, can Sip pull this one? It should be, right? He's low on health already, and there's not a lot of time right now. He's looking for it, and he sees it. 4 people at the top of middle. That's not a bad position to be in if you're actually going to get the fight. And on the other side, Mopaz with the AWP to take down BlameF. I don't think they were ready for that double AWP setup, and even an organ play as well. Are they going to be able to hunt him down? If they actually push it and fight and take him down, they could still do this. Coming through, he realizes Mopaz very aware, and that's going to be the round 1. So well done from Mopaz. He was actually, I thought he was in danger right there.
He was for a certain amount of time. I actually thought they might beat his timing, but I mean, that's nice and easy as they come to the smoke one by one. No one comfortably through the smoke to trade that kill. Config and Xypix versus the world. Worried about the plant first, everything else afterwards. But Mopaz, this switch into the double up setup has worked.
They put Mopaz all the way down here at the bottom. Running right through. Farley instantly executed. Follow-up HE. That does a lot of damage. In Config, it's a good jump, but gotta be careful now, Sunpayas. You don't want to end. Oh, shoulder peeks it out. Pretty good flashbang. Molotovs as well in the corner, and Sunpayas, oh, he's in so much trouble. The flames are right at his back. Alex goes down, and it's a running shot from blamef. He just takes him down. They crack open the B bomb site. And ASTRALIS will get to 15. They actually did that so expertly. Yeah, they needed it too, because what shoot him up against Mopaz's ace in the previous round was a little bit more loose, a little bit more individual style. One by one, they were going through trying to find some empty space. Their teammate. 3 chances for ASTRALIS to close this map out. However, we mentioned earlier, because of the success of MOVISTAR during certain stretches of this and just taking, or at least trying to take this A hallway if you can. Flashed around the corner. Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
Hustle, actually, Config's going to come with him as well. It looks like he's considering it. Oh, around the corner. This is huge. Alex has the first. That's the bomb. Farlig, important trade. You wanted Deaths to be involved in the action. You've got it.
There's only 13 seconds. They're still slowing it down. He just has to get a couple of kills. That one might almost be enough. And Glaive, he'll try and take the fight. They can still get the bomb down. And I don't think... Oh, can they make it? Yes, they're just in time. The bomb is planted, but Config... Surely there's no... Just bomb the actual bomb instead. There's a headshot. He just one-clicks him, and he's gone. And now he comes back for it. He's still defusing Config. Yeah.
Config calls out shots from Cave, but they want to aggress and control the lane towards CT spawn.
Yeah, they've had the bomb site for a while. Config's out fighting. They can't control him. Big double for him there. Also, obviously, with the opening, the triple in total. And now they're just out hunting. They don't even care any longer. Config's finally going to be found. Deaths is on his own, though. We'll have to try and clutch this one versus 5. That doesn't happen that often in a pistol round, or any round, really. They're just toying with him. Knife him. I know it's ASTRALIS, and maybe you feel like you shouldn't, but I feel like they make a lot of work out of and show how important it could be to run that part of the map. Config has infiltrated everything all the way back into CT spawn, in fact.
A comfortable victory. Shouldn't have any more pressure applied to him, and it's going to be 2-0.
They're still checking, still trying to make sure, but yeah, they're not going to be finding anyone on that bomb site. At least not in this round.
I don't know, man. Snakes and spiders really... Snakes not so much. Spiders really mess me up. I'm not a huge fan of spiders.
Okay, yeah.
I've actually been to Angkor Wat, ancient, angry, evil spirit.
That's what I was thinking, like, yeah, you find some innocent-looking artifact in fact.
Whatever the equivalent of the mummy would be in, like, jungle ruin.
Yeah. Kills in the pistol round, but still pretty hard hitting at the moment. The CCs and the scouts are still... the scout single is still somewhere on the map, but not really having any impact. So far, only 2 kills on the side of MOVISTAR, and they're both on deaths. So a bit of a slow start for the Spanish side.
Yeah, it is. But, I mean, we're still early on. They're still trying to, like, you know, set their feet, get some weapons in their hand, get a healthy economy so they can battle back. I think Alex and Sunpayas, I get the feeling that Config is going to go hunt for no good reason.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just, like, watching the way he's moving around the map, and it feels like his, like, brain is, like, half trying to convince him to go find those weapons. Oh, Zip with this MAC-10 is never going to stop. Never. Alex is caught, but Zip is blind. Oh, he's at least enough of a distraction for blamef to complete things. The follow-up kill goes the way of Config. Glaive's going to add another one. So much space created, and ASTRALIS taking advantage of most of it, if not all of it. But Davey G, better performance there with the double kill, and Glaive's got to sink back. He's low HP.
Yeah, Death's coming right through inside of the fire, and he can't really escape. That is a close round. But
a lot of support of utility from his teammates.
All right, a good find. Damage G definitely showing up with a bit more. blamef, though, is dangerously close to that bomb site. 3 versus 4 at the moment. 50 seconds, and look who's checking out the middle. That's a huge play that's coming in there. Mopaz, though, he does go down, and they needed everyone alive. That late lurk from the middle now. It could still work out, but they need to coordinate this really well. Farlig running all the way up. Death is just ready and listening, and this should be basically a free kill. He's going to get that one. And another one to follow it up, bymas, leaving Sip on his own. 1 versus 3. He's in that wallbang position, but it's not going to help him out this time. And the first round is on the board for Movistar. They needed this badly.
Yeah, a good kill from Sunpias on config in middle. You just know there's going to be a certain number of rounds throughout this half where he's just kind of dry challenging.
Let me just let me get some fluid to the organs. It's
Alex, completely blind, takes down Zip. Look at all the rest of the damage done. Farlig's at 1 HP, Glade's at 8 HP.
Round done, nearly.
Was that just like stray bullets coming through from that spam?
I think it was, yeah.
That's almost able to land it. One player dedicated for Movistar's defense up in that connector at the top of the stairs, and Sunpias is shutting them down. Debbie G, not able to control things. Config gets another one.
All the way in the A hallway, so I don't think bymas could do much from this position with just 20 seconds. Incredible camera work right there. He's going to sneak it against the range of the AWP down there in CT spawn. It might get real tricky, and that's an interesting grenade. It's sort of very obvious. It's obviously bouncing on the ground a couple of times. Not like you're going to get caught, but you might not know exactly where the peak is going to be coming from. Could be almost 2 or 3 different directions, and you also have to turn around eventually for it, so. Good start to the round for Movistar.
Great start to the round. I mean, they've negated the AK-47, the hero AK play from config. 5-on-2. 4-on-2, excuse me, although you'll never check Alex there. bymas with the kill. Sunpias going to finish things off. What's that, his third kill of the round?
Get this much mid control of your config. That's usually something you have to fight a little bit more for on the T side. He gets the execution kill on Mopaz. AK versus AK. Oh, smoking it off. Is he going to respect it or not? Nope, he's going right through over on that A-bombs. Yep, nice find. Actually, that wasn't an AK, that was a Galil in his hands, and he still wins the fight, so you're absolutely right. He found that opening real well. Alex flashes through. Oh, it's pretty good timing. Nice turnaround. And he takes down config. At least he gets the bomb down. Now an AK 1 versus 2, and he's going to get traded right away. But another really expensive round for Movistar, even if they win it.
Yeah, he had no idea where that second player was, unfortunately, bymas. 4-4.
I'm really curious about...
Just seems to be a straight-up rush. Molotov is put out. That's the signal that the rush is coming. Config can't find anyone. Alex tucked into the cubby. He's going to find a double. Mopaz will add another. He's actually had a decent number of kills from this position. Going to add one more onto it. Farlig finally trades a kill back, but it's not enough. 1 versus 4 for Farlig.
It really feels like when you do that kind of play, it doesn't really matter the...
Ooh, that nade caught on some kind of beam in Jaguar, which means Mopaz is going to have an easy time. Smoke himself off. He could choose to get away.
Kind of isolated right now. They're in T spawn and out in those A hallways. I mean, they still have a good shot at it here, Movistar, but Mopaz goes down. Yes, they realize that he's out here. He does have some nice grenades to try and get back into it, but they're well aware. Still going to be enough. Farley trying to see if he can find it. Sip with a headshot, but I think time is up. Death is still coming up with some incredible mechanical work, and he's going to get a kill. Oh, no! Surely no way!
He's got it.
1 versus 3 with the defuse kit, and he is a super weapon still. 13 and 8 right now. He's going to keep opening up the round. He just wants to win it. That's how you do it. It's not that difficult, Jason.
No, he's like, see guys, it's not that hard. Pick one player off as he comes in. Farlig's gonna get that bomb planted. Alex is gonna try and get things started earlier. Now is the sign for Sunpias to fall back out, but still a little bit of a...
Potentially a way back in for Movistar, right?
Yep, it sure was.
Gonna get cancelled out. Sunpias really wants to save this AWP. They're out looking for him. They'll find him too. It's a big issue right here. 30 seconds left. Glaive trying to run onto the bomb site. See if he can find the opening. Some of them have escaped just a bit. Alex gonna get found eventually. 20 seconds left. Davigi, 1 good kill on the MP9. And he actually lands that bullet on Glaive. Not bad shooting with a submachine gun. Config though, control his players, but it's not really possible right now. They can't get out of this cave at all. Gonna pick up the AK and that...
Fence. Defenders didn't really get into any engagements until after the bomb was going down and being planted. 6 to frag, isolated on the left. Alex now, decisions to make.
Yeah, he feels really sure about this one. Sip, he knows Someone's going to be there. Sees that kind of close-up dangerous like that, so definitely going to be a little bit careful, but they just handled it so well.
Yeah, I mean, zywoo's just kind of running around right around the entrance, making it sound like he's committing himself, kind of baits out.
Madman. He just owns the middle. Ooh, Glaive is going to go down, but Mopas has no idea. He's got no way of knowing. No! He spins around.
As Alex backs away. Little bit of a shift in position. Now he sees the attention. He's got a second teammate here. Smoke is going to give away the game. There's another. There's going to be two players. Oh, that Molotov is brutal, and so is this. Encouraged, right?
Yeah, maybe that's true. Config again. It is his middle.
Through the smoke?
Yeah, why not? Oh no! And this is why it works sometimes, because Death's just like, what is happening?
I mean, also we're making some jokes, right? But he's obviously taking calculated risks. He sees the player coming out of Donut, gets that first kill. He says, "There's probably not going to be two people immediately in Donut. I can go through this smoke."
I wonder if he is. I wonder if he isn't just.
Should we sit him down and be like, we want to show all these clips of you getting a kill and then immediately following it up by going through smoke? Can you just talk us through your thought process? Oh, extended. They switch right up to a flashbang through their own smoke. And zywoo's here. He's going to drop a smoke to keep them cordoned off, to try and isolate them. Those Glocks are coming through. Zip gets one. Alex with a big boy trade. Still two defenders at the safe bomb site, Farlig and Config, to hold off the attack.
They're not slowing it down. That is the bomb. So if Mopas had gone down, they're shooting Config in the back. He sees this as a challenge. He's under a lot of pressure, but still fighting. He's got 2 bullets left, and that's enough to take Alex. Gets the reloading in time. Some payers. He has to run. Oh, Config. He just carbies. Config clocking in at 24 kills. Out the middle, though, the M4A1. Not necessarily the best weapon, but he did have some back.
Not standard. Normally, there's that pressure towards the lane outside of the B bomb site. Here, they want to go contact timing. Look at Farlig. When does he decide to peek out? Tough angle to deal with. Oh, the nade smoke makes it brutal. He's done great damage, though. Bomb is dropped as well. And you would probably assume that Config and maybe BlameF will be aggressive in middle. You can find a timing where there's just one solo defender here. Ooh, Config almost got caught off guard, but that's an easy cleanup as he transfers over. zywoo as well. Sees Mopaz, and Deaths has 2 HP in a 1 versus 4.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. There's not really any way out here. Got a little kill on Config at the very least. But his plan to win this round 1 versus 5 or 4 at least is not going to work out. If derailed.
Not really a whole lot of damage to speak of, but it puts Farlig in a good position to find an easy kill on a Mopaz and follow it up on a Davy G. That's the bomb again down, way outside the B bomb site. So these are great kills being found in middle. But it's when they have to adjust and move across the map with these deagles that it's really going to be an issue for them to try and find a way to get this bomb.
And it's just so far down there. I don't even know how you get into this position through the doors with the deagles.
I think there's one weapon here that they can at least pick up. They can at least have a rifle when the engagement does eventually come. But, I mean, you have 2 players that are deep at the double doors. You have Glaive, who's going to be able to spot out that boost. Excuse me, the gun is...
CT side for this to even be close to possible. BlameF, M4 in hand. Good timing on the peek between the 2 of them, but I just don't know if they saw him quite quick enough. They're able to trade it at any rate. And they defeat.
So hard for zywoo to clear. Or is it?
It is Sip, after all.
Yeah, I was wrong.
Most people probably wouldn't.
Here, if he takes a misstep, I don't think there's any real reason to.
Oh, Deaths actually did go down.
Jump on the rotation from Farlig. He's already here. Wins that first fight. That one's big. Glaive, they didn't expect him from the donut entrance. He's got another one. Him and Farlig have shut this whole thing down. Even the op can get nothing done. That's confident. I think teams have gotten really comfortable with the timing of it.
BlameF. Nice bit of movement around here. It's going to get awkward if that smoke fades, but before it does, Config setting up a flashbang. Yeah, you almost have to, you know, with this little health and in a 2-on-3, you need a shot like that under 20 seconds. Smoke goes up. Config fighting his own nature to not run through the smoke. Farlig will get one of them, and Sip opening.
That's a spam. Spam from the B bomb site as well. Yeah, he was at the default plant pillar. BlameF underneath that smoke that extinguished the Molotov. There's a huge gap there, and Mopaz is going to fall, giving away his presence. Farlig just shifts his crosshair away, but comes back and finds an easy kill on Alex. Config over the top goes down. Good shot from Deaths. Might try and gain some ground. He has to try and do something a little bit more. Either. There's really no point of this defense at the moment that MOVISTAR seems equipped to deal with. Good nade.
15 to 8, 24th round.
Oh, no, that's his own Molotov.
Yeah.
That's his own Molotov.
Oh no, it's a disaster. They get the Molotov kill on Sip, but it is probably too late here. Pistols left, 2 versus 4. ASTRALIS in absolutely fine form.